Welcome to today's video on everything to do with sets, reps, tempo, rest periods, everything about program design for when you're designing a program. This is one of the things that most people really get wrong because all they do is 3 sets of 10 reps all the time, which at first, if you're a beginner, can be quite good. You'll get some adaptation from that, but over a period of time that'll end up into what you call a plateau, and even when you're changing exercises, because you're never changing the variables of the sets, the reps, most people never change the rest for a start, and most people don't have no understanding of what tempo means, let alone changing it. So you must be forever changing all of these things, but you must understand what you're changing them to, because they all have a relevance depending on what the objective of the program is. So there's many ways we could go. This video could go for 2 hours, but I'm going to sort of break it down into pretty much like the 5 sort of objectives of most programs, and it's sort of in the order that you want to do them too. Right, so the first one for most people when they're starting a program is learning skills. It's not really strength yet because their movement, their coordination, really all over the place. So you really need the exercise choice to enhance the skill, and the sets and the reps and the amount of time they need to recover between the sets needs to be designed in a way that allows them to do it well, because if they learn any crap movements or any poor skills within that, it's going to completely counter the objective of the program. All right, so we're going to use one exercise to do all 5 variables. All right, so Melissa's going to demonstrate a squat here, and we're going to do this as if it's a movement skill, like she's never done a squat before. So you'll see her doing a squat, and we've added heel plates to the underneath their ankles, because most people really struggle with the ankle mobility in a squat, and they can't get the necessary range of motion through the ankle, which means they do like a really ordinary squat. We've also given her a stick to help her to maintain a posture that's more upright, more of a squat, which as opposed to most people do deadlifting type movements. Now the reps we would use would be something like really high, 15 to 20, because it's not really that tiring, it's just the body weight exercise. We're actually unloaded her a fair bit with the stick. So we can afford to do a lot of reps, meaning that because we're doing a lot of reps, it's repetitious and she starts to learn the skill better. All right? If we loaded her up and she couldn't do as many, she'll probably do poor ones and learn poor skills on top of poor skills, and it sort of defeats the purpose. And she would never be able to really adapt to a squat for as long as she continues to do them that way. All right, so that'd be step 1. So once she's achieved the objective of movement skills, which would be, say, 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps, even more sometimes, then we move into the stability and posture training, which is less reps but longer time. So this is going to use a balance board, which is an extreme version of stability training. And the sets and the reps we would use here is reps of about maybe 6 to 8, but with holds of about 5 to 10 seconds for each rep. All right, so she would do 1 rep here of about 5 seconds, trying to achieve perfect stability, perfect posture. So we're training the muscles that are designed to do that, to work harder, so that they can last longer and not fatigue when we want to move into the more advanced things with load. All right, so now that we've achieved the stability phase, we can sort of move into faster movements, but still more body weight orientated. This would be where most of your sports stuff would be sort of seen. All right, so an example of a progression of a squat is jumping. Really, it's that simple. So once she's going to do jumping, and she has to set up in a really good squat, and then jump with explosive repetition. So the sets and reps for this would be something like maybe 4 to 5, 4 to 6 sets, maybe 7 to 8 reps, maybe 10, but not too many, because if she does too many, it becomes too slow. So it has to be sort of like monitored carefully, because if the speed starts changing, it's no longer sport specific. You really don't play the sport that slow. All right. So now once we've moved on to now we're into the next one, the 4th phase. And this is where most people train. This is in what we would say hypertrophy or muscle size. And to get muscle size, you really need. It's all about time under tension. The reps and the sets are probably best about 3 to 4 sets, about 8 to 12 reps. So the time that she wants to come down is she wants to have like a real lowering phase of about 3 seconds, and that's okay if she knocks that one. she comes down and holds, she goes 1, 2, 3, holds it there for a count of 1, and then comes up quick. Nice and slow all the way down, holding it there, up you come, bang, and then she can rack it on. We've said we've done 8 reps, so have a rest, go and lock it on. That'll be how we design our sets and reps for building muscle size. Now, she would want to probably have a little bit longer rest, maybe a minute to 2 minutes, depending on how tired the legs are. But the important part is the tempo change. As opposed to the one before, which had an explosive tempo of 2-0-1, this one was what we would call 3-1-1. Now, the last phase, the 5th phase, is working pure strength. Let's assume for this video we've just doubled the weight on what we just did, and now she's going to struggle to do about 3 to 5 reps. The tempo will naturally be slow because if she goes too fast, she'll get crushed. All right, so normally when you start working in this range, everyone slows down anyway. All right, and they'll sort of have a feeling that they won't get many out. Even to come up will be quite slow because of the weight, it's just so heavy. All right, and 3 to 5 reps. So if the reps go down, the sets go up. They sort of have an inverse relationship to each other. All right, so as opposed to the first phase, we did 2 sets of 15 to 20. Now we're probably looking at 6 sets of 5. All right, this is going to take a hell of a lot longer to do this because you really need about 2 to 3 minutes rest now. Where when we were doing the movement skill, we probably only need 30 seconds rest because it wasn't as tiring. All right, so can you sort of see how you need to know what your objective of your program is and then determine your sets, your reps and your tempos and your rest around that objective. Once you've got that right, as long as your choice of exercises are right, your program's going to start delivering you heaps better results. All right, so read the rest of the article. If you want to find out more, you can check out more things on our website, www.noretspt.com.au, or you can shoot us an email from our website and we'll get back to you with plenty of other stuff if there's more specific things you want to know. All right, well, thanks for listening to the video and stay tuned for some more stuff that we'll release soon.